Welcome back to Crazy and Insane TV News, everyone. In today's video, it's crazy, it's insane. We have a father, he learned that his daughter died. The proper authorities came and told him that his daughter passed away. And then months later, he found out that she is still alive. This is crazy and insane. Imagine you thinking, living your life, thought your daughter, your loved one passed away, and then months later, how could this possibly happen? How could they misidentify his daughter with somebody else's? And the worst part of this story, brace yourself, he cremated that other person's body. That's crazy, right? That wasn't even his daughter. His daughter is still alive. Yo, make sure you like this video, my good people. And now, let's dive right in.
Misidentified. A man in upstate New York was told by the medical examiner's office his missing daughter was dead. But months later, he learns that's not true. She's alive here in Detroit. And now, as the family tries to make sense of the news and reconnect with that woman, many are asking how this could even happen.
In 2021, Shanice Cruz dropped her 2 children off with family members and disappeared.
I worked for her for 3 years, hard. I never gave up.
Her father, Mark, even hired a private investigator who tracked Shanice to Detroit and believed she became involved in a religious cult.
So we just went on with our life, just raising the kids, because she was 28 years old when she left us. So,
okay, so you hear all that. His daughter already left the house, and he thought she probably was kidnapped or something of that nature, cause you heard he hired a private investigator to find her. And when they did, he like, I left her alone cause she's 20, she's grown, and went on about his life. And then I guess police or whoever pops up at his door telling him the sad story. This is crazy and insane. Let's continue.
You know, she's a grown woman.
But in April of last year, a Rochester, New York police officer showed up at the door.
We tried to inform you that your daughter, Shanice Cruz, has passed away. If you need to know anything else, go to the medical examiners.
So the family rushed to the medical examiner's office.
So when I went to go try to identify the body, they was like, your daughter been in here since February, and it was April then. And the state of her body, and you can't come in and see her.
The body found in a wooded area had to be identified using dental records.
Yo, that's crazy. So they got to him late. It was 2 months, 3 months later, the police show up at his door. So by the time he got there, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't even identify the body so he could find out, or you know what I'm saying, to look at it to see if that was really his daughter. That's crazy, yo. That is so who did the examination? How this went about? How they misidentify her for her? This is crazy.
Mark had the body cremated and held a memorial service for his daughter. Months of grieving went by until one day he got this picture from a stranger on Facebook. It's Shanice in Detroit holding up a certificate dated November 2024. The family raced back to the medical examiner's office. They were asked if one of Shanice's children would provide
Yo, you see that? That's his daughter right there, holding up some type of graduation certificate. So that's how they found out that his daughter is still alive, not by nobody else. This is crazy and insane, right?
Comparable DNA.
They took the DNA test, submitted it, and it's not a match.
Shanice is not dead. Those remains are not hers.
Who is this female that we have in the urn?
Right?
The medical examiner's office asked for the ashes back, and here's when a bad situation gets even worse. The family mixed the remains with Shanice's mother's and put them in jewelry, which they all wear.
What? Yo, this is quadruple crazy and insane. So they mix the ashes that's not his daughter with another family member, their grandmother or something of that nature. So now they got a stranger ashes mixed up with a family member. This is crazy and insane, yo. This story getting worse and worse and more insane as it go along. Yo,
We don't know who acid that we mixed with her deceased mom.
The medical examiner wouldn't speak about it, but the county executive did.
How on
Deceased
earth
mom.
did something like this happen?
Obviously, no family should ever have to go through what this family is going through right now. And my understanding of it was they did have the remains of someone that had a dental record that could be matched. And so they go through the process they go through, and they found what they thought was a match. Frankly, it was actually looked at now by 2 other professionals who looked at it and said it is a probable match. And there are
What?
also other things that could take place and other factors there. So that's what's being investigated now.
They're looking into the possibility that someone used Shanice's identity and insurance information to get dental work done, which
yo, you hear that? That's crazy. So they only use the dental works of that individual. So, yo, so that means his daughter probably gave somebody else's, the girl that passed away, her paperwork or insurance so she could have proper dental work done. And then they use that dental work information to identify that female, but with his daughter name. Yo, that's crazy. You have to go with more than that. You need more DNA samples to identify someone. You can't just go by the doctor DNA with the dental work with the name, because it could be most time, a lot of times in the hood, other people use other people insurance information so they could get proper dental or doctor work done on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how they misidentify that girl and got the whole family all shook up and don't know what's going on. It's crazy, yo. They need to do better than that.
generated the dental record they used to ID the body.
This is turning into a very unusual case for every professional we've talked to who's looked at this.
What changes have you asked for to try and ensure that this doesn't happen again?
So I've set a number of policies in place. Number one is that we do have a new contractor that's working on it. We've asked for a second opinion, particularly on this case, to get to the bottom of it. We decided to change the policy so that when a match is made between an individual and a dental record, we're also going to engage in DNA testing with family members to back up the work that was done with the dental.
Is it more expensive to do the DNA in addition to the dental records, or why hasn't that been the policy?
These are decisions that are determined by the medical examiner, and it's based on what they have in front of them.
That's a little comfort to the Cruz family.
I think they rushed to close a missing person case. I truly believe that.
Yes,
I never
sir.
think that this would happen. You know,
Facts.
because if this would have never happened, I was gonna just be learning how to live without my daughter.
That's
You know,
right.
And she deceased. It's just
Exactly.
devastating, man. I won't wish this on nobody.
But he's
Facts.
holding out hope that this at least gives them one more chance to reach his daughter.
I
It's
just want to know I
crazy.
love her and she can come home anytime. We miss her. I got to find my daughter. So we can sleep at nights, you know.
Yo, this is crazy and insane, yo. For real, for real. Nobody family need to be going through situation like this. 1 minute you thinking your loved one passed away, and then next thing you know, you seen that person on social media posting stuff. You like, yo, what's going on here? Yo, you need more DNA sample to identify someone. You can't just use dental works. That could be anybody's information nowadays. It's crazy and insane, yo. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, my good folks. Peace and love, and we are out of here. Bye.